Good morning, everyone. It's Mo's World. Today's not Car Chronicles. So, just checking in with everybody, just trying to see what's going on. Just a real quick check in. This tangle. We're at summer camp today. We are going to do. We had our beach trip. Our beach trip was on Wednesday. Today's Friday. So go check that out on, I think she posted on Instagram and TikTok. It's under Hollywood Elite Gymnastics, ATG. And yeah, we got so much planned for this coming week. This is America Week. I know how some folks feel about that, but yeah. But no, we're going to do we have like a barbecue planned. I'm gonna try to get some sprinklers and some sparklers. We're gonna try to do we're doing American themed popsicles all week. Of course we're doing gymnastics, but we find that usually during the week or during the holiday that it's this holiday week, we usually find that not a lot of people sign up, or they do sign up and they just don't show up. So we just kind of and then to the holidays on a Saturday, so we know it's gonna be very very little attendance next week, even for our regular practices. We already been told like half of them ain't gonna be here. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's going. I am exhausted. Like, this eye right here refuses to unrelax. You see that? It refuses to unrelax. I know there's a different shape to each of my eyes. Like, this one has the little lid, almost like a double layer. This one does not. So, but this one, it still refuses to unrelax. Like, my eyes are like, how your eye refuse to unrelax? But so I put my glasses on so I can clearly see, because it's unrelaxing, which means it's kind of dull right now, and I got funny eyes anyway, so it's kind of dull right now. But we got so much going on, and a lot is planned for July. That's when all of the trips are. All the big trips are in July. So we have not next week, because next week is America Week. So the week after, it's movie week. So we're going to the movies. We're going to go see Toy Story 5. Then the week after that is Ocean Week. So that's Ocean Week, and we're going to the aquarium. Kind of excited for that one. After that, it is Friends Week, and you can bring a friend to camp. But yeah, it's Friends Week. You can bring a friend to camp, but I won't be in attendance that week. I have surgery on the July 20th. So this is really happening. I am getting a breast reduction. But my breasts have been a problem for years. My back is not doing right. Oh, now the sun wants to come out. It's been cloudy and muggy all morning. Now the sun wants to come out. But yeah, I've been dealing with this for a minute, and so now I'm just kind of trying to, correct it so I can live a productive life and be more productive. And as many of you have seen over the time, I have lost a significant amount of weight. Did not even realize I was losing it like that. But I have lost weight and now, but I know my breasts are at least 10 pounds of the weight that I'm still trying to lose. So yeah, they got to go. They got to go. You know, Bill, we appreciate you, but you got too out of hand for me. So yeah, and I'm getting reminders of my appointments right now. This is crazy. I didn't realize I had these many appointments, but you have so many right before you have surgery, and so you just kind of have to get it done and make sure you take care of what you need to take care of, and do your pre-ops and do your blood samples and EKGs to make sure you're good. But exhaustion is probably going to pay. They probably don't even need to do that much anesthesia for me because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go to sleep. Oh, my hair looks such a mess. So I washed my hair last night. I did want to start a series. I'm thinking about starting a series. It's going to be inspired for Halloween. So I am like a spooky junkie. But it's not because of the spookiness, okay? If the spooky was just spookiness, y'all can have it. If it was just the spookiness, no, I don't do all that. What I like about the whole thing, I like the history. And there is a ghost town, Calico. That's what it's called, Calico. It's probably about an hour away, and I'm really been thinking about going out there and doing one of the tours. If I ever get some time, I want to do it before I go under. And I want to do it as one of my summer trips. But when I tell you it is in the middle of the desert, it is in the middle of the desert. It's on the highway on the way to Las Vegas. Yeah. It's about an hour out. It'll probably take about an hour to get there. But like riding by there sometime. I had to drive to Vegas in February. Just driving there in February, bro, it was so hot. It was so hot. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? But I do want to start doing like spooky stories and stuff like that. Like, for instance, I will tell you one of my spooky stories, okay? So, I am from a small town in the South called Goldsboro. Now, that's where I grew up. That's where I went to school. I went to school in Goldsboro. However, my family is from the next town over, which is about 30 minutes from Goldsboro, called Mount Olive. Now, Mount Olive is known as the pickle capital. Yeah, I'm like looking, all these people texting me all at one time. What is going on? It's craziness. But yeah, so what ended up happening, Mount Olive is the pickle capital. They have pickle festivals. They have all kinds of stuff. The pickle festival is like a festival. So all of the vendors will go out and have their stuff that they're selling. You might get, like, my cousin one time was doing barbecue plates out there. My aunt was selling cakes. Her and her friends were selling like cakes. They make a cake and wrap it up and they sell that. Some lady I knew, she was selling jewelry that she makes. So it's like that type of place. So Mount Olive is old, and Mount Olive is a place that was highly segregated, and you can clearly see which parts were segregated. Okay, so if you go there, there's one part of town that is you can see where there were shops, and they aren't there anymore. Well, the building is there, but the shops aren't there. There was a Sears there. My cousin used to work at Sears. There was it was like a bank and like little side stores and stuff, but that was a white part of town. Okay. The other side, you have to go over railroad tracks. There was a black side. Now, there was very little over there. You could go into the store at certain times and certain whatever. So, on the way to Mount Olive, there's a farm. If you go through, there's a lot of people take the back way, which is through the country. Fields, back roads, that. Back there, there is a well, I wouldn't say it was a farm or plantation, probably a farm. It was a farm. If you look at the movie Sinners, and if you remember the little way that the vampire got to the first victims at that house, the house kind of puts you in the mind of that. And you have cornfields and all that other stuff on the sides that kind of cover, so you can't really see the house until you get to the house. So it's on I think it's called if I remember correctly, the back way is called Arrington Bridge Road. That's where this place is. So you go back that way, and it's like people used to go back there, just to be, the old man lived there for a long time, and then his wife died before him. So this is all alleged, because this is the stories that were told to us, probably in order to keep us from going out there. But being young and stupid, we went out there anyway. Yeah, being young and stupid, we went out there anyway. So, fast forward, when I'm in high school, we go to a football game. Football game is over. We're riding back from Southern Wayne, which is in between Mount Olive and Goldsboro. I go to Eastern Wayne. Riding back from that place, I decided to ride with my stupid friends. Decided to ride with some stupid friends. I'm no longer friends with these people. But riding back, we passed this house. Now, mind you, don't nobody live in this house, okay? Nobody's lived there. But you ride past, you can see a light on in the window. And at first, we always like, are we tripping? Because we ride by, you kind of look, you kind of do a double take. And he stopped. He was like, okay, am I seeing stuff? My mind, why are you stopping? What we stopping for? Do not stop. Keep going. And he like, no, y'all saw that, right? And I'm like, yeah, we saw it. Keep driving. But he backed up and looked. So mind you, the cornfield is already, everybody know cornfield can be very, 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 very spooky at night. You know what I'm saying? So you ride past, you got to go, the road goes through, you got to get off the main road, drive down the dirt road, cornfield on the sides. You can see the house at the end. Not a big house. It's just a regular house. But the windows, you can clearly, everybody knows it's abandoned. It's clearly abandoned. Okay? Because the man died. His kids, according to legend, his kids don't even live in North Carolina no more. House, ain't nobody there. So I was like, okay, we're not going to tell nobody nothing. Just keep driving. So, Halloween rolls around. Now, I've heard this because I was not about to be a part of this. I said, no. Y'all go, enjoy, have a good day. Me, I heard it later on when we went back to school. So same kids, they all decide that they're going to go and investigate. So 2 carloads, they pull, get off the main road, ride down the dirt road. 2 cars now. So they ride down the dirt road, stop in front of the house. No lights on. Dark house. It's nighttime. It's Halloween. I'm like, so they get out the first carload, 5 of them, they get out the car. Second carload, 3 of them. 2 get out the car. 1 said, I ain't getting out. I ain't getting out. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. And they're like, why you so scared? You so scared? She said, no, I ain't going. Now, all of these people I still know, so I'm not going to out them for being this dumb. It was kind of dumb. So, they go to the front porch. Knock. Nobody lives there. Why would you knock on the door? Why are you even there? So they knock, no answer. They start looking in the windows, start looking up the windows, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, remember, there's a girl in the car that can see the house. They're on the porch. It's an old house, front porch. They're on the porch, knocking on the door, looking through the windows. The girl in the car looks up to the second story window. It's green light on. It's a green light on. Now, she don't say nothing because she's freaked out. She didn't say anything. I don't know if I would have said anything either, because I'm gonna tell you, these is dumb people. This was some dumb shit. Okay, so she goes up, she looks up, she can clearly see this green light. So she's like, oh my God. And they're like, ain't nobody here, this ain't nothing, this is just an old house. And she's in the car. They get out, so the 2 people get to their car first. They get in the car, they're like, ain't nothing happening in that house, ain't nothing on that house. And she said, look at the window. And they're like, what? Look at the window. They look up, they see the green light. Second car turns around, peels out. So, he didn't even waste no time. He looked up, saw that light, and was like, oh, turn around, peeled out. First car, they still like, well, what happened? What's going on? Finally, one of the girls that was there, she walks off the porch because she's trying to flag down the car like, what? Where y'all going? And then she turns around like, I don't know what. She sees the green light. Now, as she's looking at the green light slowly goes out. It's not a flicker. It slowly goes out like it's fading. They all hauled ass. I was like, what? Anybody see what green light was? And they were like, no, but we just know what nobody there, and why is there a green light that slowly went out? I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. We all from the South. Y'all need to go get it cleansed. We all from the South. Y'all need to go get it cleansed. Now, I'm not one to say all these things, but I believe if you go to these places on a tour, as recreation, as an investigator, as anything, even if you have good intentions, after you leave said place, You take your ass somewhere and go get cleansed. You go somewhere and go get cleansed. Do not hold on to it. Because you don't know if something followed you home. You don't know if something attached to you. You don't know none of that. So that's my advice to anybody that visits these places. Now, if their history a part of it, it's history. Not saying don't go. What I am saying is be cautious. You have you some protection when you go in, and you protect yourself when you go home. Because worst thing you do not want is for something to follow you home or attach to you. That's all I'm saying. For real. Now, that's my spooky story for today. But nobody knows what the green light was. Nobody knows why it was green or what was happening, what it signifies or anything. They just know there wasn't nobody there and there was a light in the window that slowly went out. Now, and mind you, every time they always told me about this story, or if I was there, the one time I saw it, the light is always green. Don't know why. But I do think this all happened over 25 years ago. So I'm thinking, I want to say now they have torn down that house and gotten rid of the cornfields. Now, it was a pretty house, and the house was, it kind of had a lot of history to it. You could kind of tell that it had a lot of history to it, and it probably meant a lot to the people that were living there. But I don't know if the kids sold the land and they just got rid, but I do know when one of my friends rides by, she says the house is gone. So I guess the house is, has been demolished. But there's another house like that down the street, but that's a story for another day. All right. I will talk to you guys later. We're going to start this spooky story series because I have quite a few. Living in the South, you see a lot of stuff, and living in the South, South is still the South. It's a lot of stuff that went down there, and a lot of stuff that's unrested. So, all right, enjoy y'all Friday. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I'll probably come back on Monday with another story if I don't come back before that, because they usually just come to me as I remember them, and then I just share so I don't forget to share. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, see you later. Bye.